Oh, hello. Ryan here, and we're once again going to be doing some drawing today. The month of October is coming to a close, but we've still got some time. And today is the letter Y, and there were basically only two choices as far as I was concerned: Yoda or Yaddle. The Yoda-like female Jedi Master from the Phantom Menace and part of the Jedi Council. Yoda, of course, very popular. Yaddle. Why not Baby Yoda? Because that's not his name. He's the child. So, yeah, I'm one of those guys. So I put up a vote on the Last Angry Geek fanbook face page. I have to change the name of that group at some point because I'm not the Last Angry Geek anymore. I'm just Brian. But let's look and see what the vote went for. The final tally, as it were. As it were. That sounds like an alien name. As it were. Heaters making a strange noise. Okay, so 15 for Yoda, 28 for Yaddle. Sometimes you give people the less popular choice and they'll take it. So Yaddle is our winner today. And we're going to be doing the female. I'm not sure what I was going for there. Okay, that got weird. So let me look up some pictures of Yaddle. There aren't many because she just basically sitting on a chair in Phantom Menace. There was like one story of her in the Star Wars Tales anthology that Dark Horse put out for about 4 or 5 years. I'm going to do a little homage to an Adam Hughes drawing here, but that's okay. Have a little fun with this. So how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's good. I'm going to cover up the bottom here, but that's kind of, we're going to do a little, we'll make it a little pin up pose kind of thing. Because why not? Oh, yes. Fresh, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm trying to be flirty, but I don't know how to flirt, so it doesn't work. Turn this off. That's okay. He likes why? Whenever I stretch or do something strenuous, I have to kind of turn into a Cockney British man, which is where the whole Frenchy thing came from, if you guys remember the video game Confessions video. Um, I feel like I'm drawing her too tall. That might be. So let's redo the bottom half of this drawing. I don't do proportions well on the tinier members of the Star Wars universe. I've noticed that Ewok looked really jacked, but you know, I still like that drawing. It's probably my favorite drawing of the bunch that I've done. Let's turn. If anyone's here, say something because I get lonely. Okay. Put that light back on because it's a little too dark. I got the head right. Everything below it is giving me trouble. But that's okay. That's what the eraser is for. Basically trying not to turn her into Greta Goblin from Gremlins 2 or whatever that female goblin was called. Keep in mind that was a male goblin first, so was that the first ever transgender goblin? Maybe. Puts Robert Picardo in a weird place, though. I'll tell you that much. Oh, that's good. that's turning out well. That's kind of what I want. Well, not what I want, but you know, it's. Okay. Let me just do. We'll do this quick here. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. That's not right. You ever notice Yoda has like the same hair as the Dungeon Master in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon? I mean, yeah, they're physically similar in other ways, but that's what I've noticed. Okay, let's. Yeah. Like the little hair in front of them, the little wiry hair in back. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much, he talked in a funny, he was short, he talked in a funny way, you didn't know where he was coming from, he had the long hair. I mean, it's hard. It would be hard for me to believe that the Dungeon Master and Yoda were not, one was not based on the other. I mean, the Dungeon Master, obviously, I think came later, so. I need a good pen. You know why I need a good pen? Because I cannot reach points in my back that itch. Oh, there we go. I need a back scratch or something. I know me arching my back on camera is something nobody should be forced to watch, but there we go. Okay. All right. We're doing good here. We're just, hold on, let me lift my microphone up. I gotta get a little. Okay. Yeah, I'm always thinking about that series. Don't ask me why. I don't watch it. My friends got the DVD set like 10 years ago, and they just had everybody over for a party. And every time the credits would start, everyone would join and go, "Hey, look, it's the Dungeons and Dragons!" Right? There was never a Dungeons and Dragons ride. Come on. But there you go. Cheating a little here, I know. Find a. The thing about Yaddle, she looks exactly like Yoda, except for that long brown hair. It's like they did. Let's just take a Yoda puppet and just glue some hair on it. There's a female Yoda, so whatever. Yeah. Some of the pictures here are less than flattering, as they did some weird angles on that puppet. I guess the third one was Master Vandar in the KOTOR game, but is that really canon? Who knows? How many fingers do they have? They have 3. They have 3. I should know that. I was looking forward to that second season of The Mandalorian, huh? Oh, yeah. This is actually going really quickly. Hello, Anthony. Yaddle won the poll by a significant margin, by about 28-13. Yaddle beat Yoda. I'm going to cheat and put Yoda in there anyway. It's between you, me, and the 3 people on this live stream. I saw the Hulu commercial for the new Animaniacs. The hell was... Okay. Looks good. I got to meet Jess, Maurice, Rob, and fudge. Tress at C2E2 about 2 years ago. They signed my 2 Animaniacs animation cells, so they're good people. I'm glad they're getting a chance to do this again, and hey, why not? There's worse things to reboot, like Reboot. The reboot of Reboot is terrible. Guardian Codes, ugh. I should put a little scenery in here, I think. I wouldn't call it anyone's version of reality. So we brought the property down. Let's just do it. It'll turn it into VR Rangers or whatever. Samurai Cyber Squad, which the only good thing about that was Tim Curry. But anyway. Anywho. I need a picture of one of the LATs from the Attack of the Clones. That's it. The Republic gunship. What do we call these? Like LAT, something like that. Low altitude assault transport, right? Okay. There we go. There's some good shots. Yeah, it's a good show. I like that Where's Wizard World became an autograph con, C2E2, since launch has remained like a good comic book convention, which is what Chicago needed because Wizard World kind of failed us. What the? No sound. No sound. Frickin' ads. Ugh. So okay. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's add some straight lines. Do I have anything I can use? Oh, if I fall and break my head, somebody call cops. All right. Don't freehand it, Brian. That always ruins everything. Well. Trying to freehand draw this last few bits, and I'm screwing everything up because I don't know what I'm doing. I think, oh, I'll just get it all done. Nope. Messed it up. Big time. You owe me big time. Remember that from the night at the Roxbury movie? God awful film. I used to love that sketch. Yeah, okay. Gotta add a few more things when we get back. I can't read what anyone's typing here. So. Dragon Con I'd love to go to, but who has the money to travel, you know? Sketches were great. The movie happened. I forget what I was talking about. What sketches? What was I talking about? Yeah. Oh, you mean these sketches were great? Thank you. Trying. Oh, no, the Roxbury. That's right. Okay. That's what I was talking about. I get into. I mean, I'm up here so much that just like woo in and out. Trying. A little whiteout. See if I can't save this sketch for myself. Yeah, that's not terrific because it's not really good as a whiteout technique, but. Okay, let's. Yeah, no, that's a shame. That's a shame. Dragon Con's a good con. I'd love to go one time. That's the only one I believe George Perez will still attend now that he's quasi-retired. Although he's still doing a few covers and he's doing commissions because he likes, in his words, he likes being able to donate the money to charity. So good for him. He's financially secure. More power to him. A little more whiteout. I was a little sloppy today when I shouldn't have been. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this one. Maybe. Yeah. Kind of trying to dry these as I go. Various success. Okay, we'll let that dry for a bit. But, I don't know if I want to Copic this one. I think it's. Well, maybe that would help a little bit, but. Let it dry for another minute or two. Doing a lot of. How often do I draw? Not often enough. And honestly, between last year's Inktober and this Inktober, I didn't do much major drawing. Mostly, I just kind of doodle throughout the day. I'm grateful. Inktober gets me focused. It lets me sit down and do some serious drawing. And I really think my art has improved from last year, which is odd because I really haven't been practicing at it. But I'm really much happier with these drawings this year than with what I did last year. Last year I worked almost exclusively in ink. This year I'm trying to work more with the Copics for shading purposes. So I've been very happy with what I've been doing. But yeah, I don't draw nearly as much as I should for someone who wanted to be a comic book artist for the longest time. But those who can't review. So there you go. Okay, so we'll just. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not happy with the back. I really wish I hadn't added a background because the background sucks. It really looks terrible because I didn't take my time with it. I just kind of drew it in real quick, and now it doesn't. But say la vie. It is what it is. I can't spend all day hating myself for it, and it's the nature of art. Yeah, I did a lot of scribbling on this. And I wish I hadn't. I think it's good. I think it could have been a lot better if I. Sometimes I rush myself, and that's my biggest. That's where you make the mistakes. But okay. I think this works as a concept. I think the characters appear fine. It's the background, and then I had her still, but then I put her in a motion scene, so I had to change her hair. And that didn't work out as well as it should have. If I'd planned the background of the motion from the start, it would have looked much better. But it is what it is. So let's, here's what we have. It's a little, Yaddle becomes the pinup girl for the Attack of the Clones clone army, and Yoda's just infatuated.
Her milkshake to the yards brings all the boys.
I think the whiteout is only going to stain. The whiteout stains funny when you try and Copic it, so I'm not going to do a Copic on this one. It's good, but it's probably like a C plus B minus. It probably could. It would have been better if I'd planned the motion to start with, but I added that in the last second. It's good. I don't hate it, but I like the Yoda on the bottom. I like the Yaddle. I think I had to redraw Yaddle's body like 3-4 times, but I think that's a pretty good pose. Yeah, okay. I'd say this one's done. It was only 33 minutes. Yesterday was about an hour, but again, I Copicked yesterday. So there will be one more drawing session, maybe two. Maybe I'll do one on Sunday, even though next Sunday is going to be November 1st, but I might do one then. But we will have at least a final one, at least on the 31st, because I'm going to keep doing these. Tomorrow is Z, and I know who I'm drawing, but after that, I'm probably gonna do scenes or pairing. I'll figure out. It'll still be Star Wars drawings, but they won't be since the A to Z is expended. I'll just be drawing whatever the hell I want, more or less. Okay, rank all the Star Wars movies. Okay, but you probably won't like it. Empire Strikes Back, Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Rise of Skywalker, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace. That's top to bottom. Top to bottom. First Ewok movie is better than the second Ewok movie. Second one gets really dark really quick when her whole family gets murdered and she and Wicket have to find Wilford Brimley living in the forest. But that was the first appearance of one of the Night Sisters. She was exiled to that moon, was the witch working with the Raiders. Yeah, so prequels, sequels, classic series, generally speaking. But yeah, Rise is one of my favorites. I love The Last Jedi because it advances the characters, which is not so. There was not a lot of character development in either of the Abrams films, but Last Jedi advances the plot, advances the characters. Poe goes from being a soldier to a leader. Rey from a scavenger to a Jedi. Finn has the best character development, and that's because of Rose, who I know a lot of people don't like, but without Rose, you don't get Finn's story. Finn goes from being just a guy running from the Empire to actually becoming a rebel. He's a rebel by the end of the story because of what he goes through with Rose. It advances, it changes, and grows all the characters. And that throne room scene, Kylo goes from being a follower to a leader. However he gets there, you know. That throne room scene is like my favorite scene in the entire sequel trilogy. One of my favorite scenes in the entire Star Wars saga, bar none. If we're going to include the other two, I would put Solo dead last. Sorry. Rogue One probably goes between Return of the Jedi and Star Wars. So that would be, you know, it's upper mid tier. Yeah, well, they completely squashed that in the book after, like, after she came out of the coma, they decided to be friends. I read that in the Wikipedia. It's like, I don't mind the romance game. Outside of the romance game was weak in the sequels. There was no real love stories aside from one like attraction that led to a kiss at the end of the third one. That, you know, it's like, do something, guys, come on. Like, yeah, Poe's arc is thinking he's Han Solo, but realizing he's Leia. That's as good a description as you're going to read about Poe. Okay. So that's it. Thank you for joining me, guys. I've got to get back to editing the short box of the inane. I'm about 5 minutes in, so it's going along nicely. It should be up by Halloween. Hopefully, I don't have to. Hopefully, I get it a day or two done early, so it's on my Patreon. Go check out my Patreon at patreon.com/lastangrygeek. Every dollar helps. That's it. I hope you. Tomorrow is Z, and then after that, we'll see where we go. Thanks for joining me again. Kiss it happened at the worst time. Well, she was about to pass out. You had to get it in then, or she wasn't going to. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to defend Rose anymore, but I like her as a character, and I think she was wasted in Rise of Skywalker. Bye!